Alrighty, we are live here on Bubbs on Sports on YouTube. Today we got a special guest. We're going to be talking all things New York Yankees, yesterday's game, the overall recent success of the team. Even though they took a tough loss yesterday, it did snap a 5-game losing streak, but there's still a lot of positives here over the past couple weeks. We're joined by Mario. Mario, how's it going, man? Thanks for coming on.
Hey, thanks for having me, bro. After yesterday, tough loss, man, but we're back at the stadium today. That's the beautiful thing about baseball. You get a chance to, come back the next day, and thankfully we don't have an off day today. Get a chance to win the series, even though we got Clark on the mound. Still excited, ready to go. Need offense today. Need offense.
Yep, I totally agree. As I mentioned, if you guys got any questions, drop them in the comments down below. We'll be taking those as we go on here. But I guess to start here again, just to recap kind of what took place, yesterday, and really just the first two games of the series. Obviously, yesterday, the Yankees jump out to the early 2-0 lead. Orioles tack one more on in the fourth, and then they really poured on in the fifth with a 3-run fifth. IKF, Glaber, all those guys producing yesterday. Glaber, who's been red hot right now. Just your thoughts on that, getting out to the 5-1 lead and then blowing it with, Nestor letting up the 3-run homer and Jimmy Cordero coming in and struggling as well.
Yeah, I mean, dude, seeing IKF hit a triple and a homer back to back at bats was like a huge thing. It's like eye opening, man. And listen, Yankee fans are starting to like really like him. He's not getting 6 starts a week. He's just playing left field for the Yankees, just kind of doing his job. Got Bader back in center, so I mean that's exciting. But Glaber with the 2 homers, that's great. But I mean, listen, that got overshadowed by the Yankees losing.
Mm-hmm.
You're up 5-1 with Nestor on the mound, and I mean, what do you have, like 86 pitches, and you get lefty on lefty with Frazier. I'm
Yeah.
just hoping, hopefully you get a K there, get some soft contact, and then the Yankees get porched there, bro. It's a 5-4
Yeah.
game. It happens so quick. It happens so quick. A leadoff walk, a single, then a homer, and it's a 5-4 game. And it's like, dude, we got to use our best guys. But they bring in Cordero, and he has like nothing, bro. He has
No.
nothing. They're just getting hit after hit. He's walking guys. It was ugly. It was ugly last night.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because like Cordero has been very solid this year, and the bullpen
Yeah.
as a whole has been solid, and it's been from names that we didn't necessarily expect going into the year, like Ian Hamilton, who's obviously hurt right now, but
Yeah.
Cordero as well. Throw him his name on the list. Guys that you didn't fully expect to get big outs have been getting big outs. Um, I guess a big topic of discussion today has been, was it the right move to keep Nestor in? Look, I don't disagree because he goes out there with 76 pitches through six or whatever going into
Yeah.
and then obviously couldn't get out of it. He had those, allow the first two runners on and then, the 3-run shot. Do you agree with them keeping him out there, or do you think they should have gone to the pen earlier? I really think this is just the Orioles, again, as you mentioned, got porched. They started to hit, and it was just credit to the Orioles. They were putting the bat on the ball.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I think, people are gonna give Boone the blame either way. Like, I get it. It's, Nestor was cruising and everything, but third time through the order, a lot of people, have been saying like Nestor after the fifth, he's been struggling a lot. Like I think his ERA is like 13. I've seen that like all over Twitter today. I think if the Yankees were at full strength in the bullpen, like you bring in like Loizaga or you like bring in Wandy, one of those guys to like put out the fire. But at that point, I mean, Nestor, what he has 86 pitches. If Nestor gets out of that, Boone looks like a hero. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, you let Nestor just, finish the inning, get some outs. But dude, it's lefty on lefty. I think Adam Frazier's hitting like 202 or 206 against lefties. Like, he's not hitting too great, but I mean, it happens, dude.
Yeah.
That's baseball. Like, the numbers aren't right every time. And, he porched us, and that was like a big part in the game. So.
Yeah, totally. It was frustrating, but I agree. I don't really, as much as I can, go after Boone, and those who watch the show know that I've been critical of Boone at times. That last night really wasn't one of those situations. Just give credit to Baltimore, but something with Nestor that has been a common theme. And again, if you got any questions or comments, drop them in the comments down below. Um, Something with Nestor this season that we've seen a lot of, and I saw a stat earlier today. It was something about like the first 4 or 5, and it's the third time. If he
Yeah,
gets the third time through the order, he just gets crushed, and we've seen that so
unfortunately.
far in the ERA 5.30 on the year. When if you're a fan that let's say you watched the first 4 innings of last night and you shut it off, you're like, oh, this was a great start from Nestor, and that's been the case a lot of times this year. Where if you just watch the first 4 innings or so of his outings, they're great, and then if you don't watch the next 2 innings and you come back and it's like 6 runs, it's like what happened. But that's been a
Right.
common theme. You know, your thoughts on that, and how does that get fixed? Because this is a guy that has had a lot of early success, and in that third time through the order, they catch up with him.
I don't know. It's because a lot of Yankee fans, were saying like, dude, like Nestor's cooked or whatever. Like, he had like that one like Linsanity kind of run, but I mean, dude,
Mhm.
he's good for the first 5 innings. So
Yep.
what is it? Does he get like tired? I saw
Yeah.
some people were saying because of the pitch clock now, like, because usually he's messing with like hitters'
Yeah.
timing. But last year he was like quick to the mound all the time. Like he would get the ball, get back to the mound. Like he was waiting for the hitters to get in there.
Yeah.
But now like the hitters are just adapting. Like they're usually just staying in the box, not taking too long. So I don't know if he gets tired. I don't know exactly what it is because it's been a thing this whole season. And it's not like we're like 3 starts in. No, he's had a couple starts that
Mhm.
that happened. So I mean, you do worry. It's something that definitely the Yankees are going to look at. I hope, and maybe the next time around. I mean, his next start's going to be against Seattle, which that'll be a night game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they'll give him like the quick hook, like after 5. Like, listen, you had a good start. Our bullpen's rested. You're good. Thank you for the 5, and we'll go to the pen.
Yeah, totally. And we'll see what he does against Seattle. I mean, I feel pretty good about Seattle. They're not what many people expected, especially Julio
Yeah,
Rodriguez has had a really rough start to the season considering how good he was last year. But
yeah,
yeah, you nailed on the head. And then two, just it seems like there's been a little bit of a theme here the past, especially the month of May, where every other start's been good. The one to start the month, he had that good bounce back start after the one in Texas against Oakland, which is what
yeah.
you're supposed to do. And
Against
he had a
Oakland,
good one
definitely.
against, or he struggled against Tampa. Then he was better against Toronto, and he again yesterday with the home run that was killer. It's just
Yeah.
trying to find that consistency is tough right now for him. Um, and you need that because this rotation's even with Sevy back, he'd still get Rodon back hopefully soon, but um, Schmidt hasn't been good either, and he'll go today. We'll see what he does. But I wanted to get into obviously your big Glaber guy. So I want to get into your thoughts with Glaber so far and just the red hot streak that he's on, 2 homers last night, and just his level of play right now.
No, dude, it's exciting, especially for me, a big labor guy. Like I saw him, I think it was on Tuesday. He was making a play up the middle, and some Yankee fans like to call him lazy, things like that. But dude, when he's like happy, I mean, I just want to like talk to him and tell him, dude, just enjoy the game. Like,
Yeah,
dude, you love playing this game. Keep smiling, just enjoy yourself, bro. Like you're playing for the Yankees. He said it last year so many times that how much he loved being a Yankee, all this, and everybody says that, but dude, you see him on the field, always smiling, like, dude, he's like flicking the ball over to first base like it's nothing, making these. I mean, these plays are tough that he was making on Tuesday night. And then I know he went 2 for 4. He did strike out against Bautista on Tuesday, but then he came back yesterday with 2 homers. So I just need him to just play with confidence and enjoy the game because when he's hot, especially now he's our leadoff hitter because Volpe's like 7th in the order.
yeah,
Just keep doing what you're doing. Stay in the rhythm. Stay consistent. Because that's the Yankees fans like biggest thing with Gleyber. They're like, dude, when he's bad, and I'll admit it, when he's bad, he's
yeah,
bad. Like he's unwatchable, and I understand that. But dude, when he's hot, like he carried the offense yesterday.
yeah,
So I mean that's exciting to watch.
yeah. I totally agree. If I'm a big, I like Labor too. I know there's obviously a lot of the trade stuff that's been going on forever now,
Yeah,
and you still
ever.
feel like
Yeah,
it's going on. You still have those fans that are like, "Oh, his stock is rising now. Now is the time to trade him," which
yeah,
I don't agree with. I definitely keep him here, um, but yeah, you mentioned like this is a guy that last year was putting together a all-star caliber season, and in August came after the All-Star break. August came around, had that horrible month. I mean, he puts together an entire season. This is, one of the Yankees' better bats. Top definitely one of their more lethal bats in the lineup, especially being the leadoff role. Do you see him mainly being in the leadoff here on out? Obviously with Volpe kind of getting going down, and then obviously LeMay, who's not the player that we expected him to be so far this year.
yeah. I mean, the thing is with Glaber, I was talking about this yesterday actually, and I was thinking maybe they could trade for, get a leadoff hitter at the trade deadline because I like the guy, but
Yeah,
I rather him hitting like 5th or 6th in the order, especially with G back and stuff like that. I don't know, you keep Rizzo, G, and Judge 2, 3, 4 like that. Not in that order, but I don't know. I'm more of him, being 5th or 6th in the order, coming up with guys on. I like that. I don't really see him as like a table setter. I don't know. I just never seen him like as that way in his career. Like I said, 5th or 6th, something like that in the order. And that'll lengthen the lineup. Hopefully they go out, they trade. I mean, it looks like they're definitely gonna need a left fielder because Oswaldo Cabrera hasn't
Yeah.
been producing. Unfortunately, I love the guy. He plays everywhere, but he hasn't been great offensively. So that's a little bit concerning, definitely. But I see him as like fifth or sixth in the order, definitely.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do at the deadline. I guess just quickly here, I know kind of it's bouncing back, to a guy that's not even on a team, but the Hicks DFA, and your thoughts on just quickly on that, bringing up the fact with the left field spot that still doesn't seem to be solved. Although I'm rooting that Oswaldo can try and figure this out.
Yeah,
He's streaky because that 2 weeks that Tampa Bay series, what was it, 2 weekends ago now? This week is
yeah,
2 weeks.
yeah.
He had a couple really good games and he starting to hit, and now he's back down to struggling. But your thoughts on the Hicks DFA, which I think many Yankee fans wanted for a while.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I was surprised. I thought it was they were gonna wait a little bit, maybe wait till Dominguez was ready and then just DFA him. But Boone came out and said, "Listen, we like Greg Allen in that role a little better. They still owe Hicks, and a lot of people were mad at Hal Steinbrenner. Obviously, the extension was terrible on Cashman's
Yeah,
behalf, but I mean, listen, Hal's eating his money like all the Yankee fans wanted him to do. And at the end of the day, this is on Cashman now. Like Cashman has to go out, has to acquire a left fielder. I know the Benintendi thing. Unfortunately, the way we look at it, it was a disaster last year. The hamate bone, whatever it was,
yeah,
he broke that. That was a disaster. But hoping as Waldo, can start turning up a little bit. I saw yesterday's OPS was like 560, 568. I
yeah,
was looking up when he was sitting. I was like, dude, that's not good. But I mean, we need somebody to step up left field, whether it's the Martian. I don't know, relying on the Martian to produce. I'm hoping the Yankees are a playoff team. So relying on the Martian to produce in the playoffs for the Yankees wouldn't be I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe just give him a fresh start next year and just get a
yeah,
guy as a rental. But again, I don't know who's going to be available at the deadline. There's going to be other teams that are going to want left fielders. So
yeah,
what's the market going to be? Are they going to ask for Peraza, Spencer
yeah.
Jones? Like, I mean, if they ask for something ridiculous, the Yankees aren't going to do that. So, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, you're spot on with Oswaldo. He's I believe he's just over the Mendoza line. He's like 203.
Yeah,
And
he's
that
been like
OPS,
that.
anytime the OPS creeps under 600 is not good, but creeps under 600, that's horrendous. So,
Yeah,
um, I agree. Left field's going to be another need. Potential name just off the top of my head, like a Jock Peterson,
yeah, that's the
you
guy.
know,
All
yeah,
Yankee fans are crazy about Jock.
a lefty bat. Would you, definitely, I mean, again, there's going to be a lot of other teams, and we've seen Jock Peterson bounce around the trade deadline a little bit throughout his career already. It seems like he's on his way again with the Giants not really being much in contention in the
No.
in the National League. So, what are your thoughts there on potential, Jock Peterson coming in, other lefty?
Dude, I would love Jock. And going back to the Hicks thing, just to answer your question again. For both sides, it was good. So just wanted to answer that. Like for
Yeah,
both sides, it was good. Needed to happen. Good luck to him. Whatever he's gonna do. I don't know if he's gonna retire, but
yeah,
going back to Jock, dude, I think it'd be a perfect fit. Lefty bat that we needed. I don't know if the Yankees would lead him off per se. I don't know what they would do with Jock leading off, but still not crazy about Glaber leading off, so hopefully they can get, I don't know, a leadoff man, figure
yeah,
something out with the lineup. Maybe LeMahieu starts turning up, but I don't know what's going on with him. Is it age? Is it his toe? I don't know what it is, but we're gonna need, hopefully they could trade for Jock, and I mean that'll be big. But I don't know what they're gonna ask for again. I don't know what the Yankees are willing to give up for Jock. I don't know how many years he has left of control, things like that, but he would definitely help us out, no doubt about it.
yeah. It'd be. Hopefully this time around it finally works. I would like to get some sort of. You have to get a solution to left because it's from the Gallo to Benintendi to the Hicks
Dude,
disaster.
yeah,
Cashman almost feels like he has to hit on this trade deadline with the left field. He has to hit it because
yeah,
he's swung and missed already, 3 times. I know Hicks was offseason stuff, but Gallo and then Benintendi last year. The injury is unfortunate, but still, even he was starting to turn it up a little bit last year, but even prior to the injury, he was struggling a little bit until
yeah,
just before getting hurt. But you look at the rest of the outfield, that's what's funny about how the outfield is because you have Bader and Judge are been so good. And then you got left field, which is the whole Bader has been back, since he's come back, he's been great, providing great energy in the lineup. Your thoughts on Bader and everything that he provides both offensively and defensively? I mean, just been out of the park, signing so far for Cashman or trade.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, we got him last year for Montgomery, and a lot of people. And listen, I was a big Monty guy too. I like to defend all my guys, but a lot of Yankee fans that were like, "Yo, we traded for Bader in a walking boot," and it's crazy because we're as Yankee fans, we're worried about like left field, who are the Yankees gonna get at the deadline? Is Dominguez the answer? Bader's a free agent after the season,
Yeah.
and like I feel like we're Judge locked up. We got him for the rest of his career, hopefully, but what are we gonna do in center field? Are they gonna make the Martian a center fielder? Love Bader's energy. Actually met him in Cincinnati. Super great guy. And I mean, he just said he answered it the right way. I was kind of asking him, not like as a reporter or anything, but I kind of asked him, I'm like, I'm hoping you get that extension.
Yeah.
You just got to take it day by day. I mean, that's exactly how you have to take it. That's how baseball is like. Because Tuesday it was the win of the season. The best
Yeah.
win of the Yankee season. And then yesterday it was like, dude, like the Yankee fans are saying, we're not going to come back and win a division. The season's over, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Trade away these guys. So it's like, I don't know. I'm hoping that we get extension for Bader. Not too many years. I was thinking 2 or 3 max,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Somebody, if he goes to free agency, somebody might offer him 5 years. It's like, dude, this guy's a spark. He found it in New York, and I would love to have this guy for 5 years, 80 million or something like that. But I don't think the Yankees would give him anything like that. But 3 years, I think, or 3 or 2 years would be nice for Bader.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree. He's a guy that, a lot of times we talk about in every New York sport where the ability to handle the bright lights. Some guys
Yeah.
can, some guys can't. Joey Gallo is a perfect example just on the outfield topic of a guy that couldn't, handle the bright lights. I know Hicks had a couple postseason moments, but towards the end there, you could definitely tell the pressure of New York and the booing definitely weighed on him, and it just was better for both sides. Bader's a guy that loves New York. He loves playing for New York, and like the bright lights is where he thrives, And you even saw that in St. Louis. It was funny because away from St. Louis, his splits, home and away splits with St. Louis were crazy.
Yeah.
It was just so it's almost like wherever he's going to sign, it's going to be good as long as it's not with the Cardinals playing at home.
No. They
so
got
weird.
Yeah, they got plenty of outfielders now, so he's not going back there.
Yeah. But now on to Judge, obviously getting named captain. I mean, to getting hurt to now, he kind of got off to a little bit of a slow start, then got hurt, and now he's just tearing it apart. I mean, he's to me the best player in baseball. Maybe I'm biased as a Yankee fan, but I mean, the captain, I mean, he's just what he does. I mean, Tuesday night, he's just a perfect example. Felix Bautista, who's very solid, very good reliever, very, very good closer. I think he's got like 11 saves this year. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
definitely.
top 2 in baseball. Him and Duran, they're the top 2. Yeah.
Without a doubt. To just crush that baseball, just your thoughts on that, and then just him as his performance as a whole this year, first year as captain.
I mean, the injury definitely was kind of scary, stealing, especially with, I think it was 2 outs, Yankees up 5 or 6 nothing. They had a big lead. I don't know what he was doing there. I guess I'm not sure. I'm not too sure about what he was doing there, but super excited. He's back, especially off Bautista, dude. In the 9th inning, first game, Cole on the mound. The Yankees backing up Cole, getting him some run support. That was big, bro. And I'm happy he's back. He's back and he's killing it. Made a huge difference in that race series, like I said he was going to. So, I mean, listen, I'm just happy he's locked up. Now we got to focus on trying to lock up Bader for a couple more years. But like I said, I mean, this lineup goes when he goes. So we're going to need him to keep producing. Going to need him tonight, especially with Clark on the mound. We're going to need, I think, 5+ runs to win. But I'm excited, dude. I'm excited.
Yeah, without a doubt. Especially the Toronto home run the day after the whole, the science, whatever that was, which is completely stupid because, again, the pitcher said, he's tipping pitchers, and that's the game within the game. Like, that's not – and Judge doesn't need to cheat. This is a guy last year that hit 62 home runs without cheating. It's when you start banging on trash cans like the Astros did when it gets too far. This comment here, get Benintendi 5 year, like a Benintendi or 5 year. Yeah, as you mentioned, that's kind of
I could see 5 years. I don't know if the Yankees will do that because they have so many outfielders in their farm system already.
Yeah.
But me personally, I wouldn't see Dominguez as a center fielder. So if the Yankees want to do that, maybe 15 a year, I could see it because I could see Bader honestly getting like 5 years, 90 million from somebody, like I said before. So
yeah, I totally agree, especially what he does, both offensively and defensively. Even he's only 28, so this is a guy too. I mean, I think he'll be 29 in June, right? Early June, I think it is.
Yeah.
So
he's still young.
Yeah, he's still got a lot of years left.
35. Yeah.
Exactly. It's not like exactly. It's not like he's towards the tail end and dwindling out. It feels like he's just starting to hit his prime too, because he's never really put up numbers like this before. So it feels like he's right now right in the the prime of his career. But yeah, just back to, again, Judge has been awesome. When you look at, the rest of the infield, with Rizzo so far has been great this season, batting above 300, which is crazy to think. It seems as if, and I went into this season hoping that Rizzo's batting average would go up with the ban of the shift. A
Yeah,
lot of his hits got stolen. I didn't expect it to be above 300.
300.
Your thoughts
Yeah,
on what Rizzo has done this year? And another guy too that, he had 2 scoops, I think Tuesday night it was at first,
yeah.
that were, another guy too, just defensively is phenomenal.
Yeah, such a difference he makes. Honestly, I was thinking about that a couple nights ago compared to Voit. Nothing against Voit,
Yeah.
he was like the COVID home run champ, all
Yep.
that. But dude, the difference that Rizzo made, like the Yankees traded him so the Red Sox wouldn't get him. Like, and he just ended up like being Judge's best friend. The reason why Judge is back, well, one of the reasons why, obviously money. But dude, going into the season, I thought Rizzo was going to hit 270. I was hoping for 270, 25, 30 bombs. Obviously, with age, I didn't know exactly what to expect. I hope it doesn't happen, but I'm assuming the back's gonna act up. At one point in the season, he's
Yeah.
like bound to go on the IL. Again, hopefully it doesn't happen, but with age, like I said. But yeah, dude, Rizzo. I mean, if you look at the numbers, he's been a top 4 first baseman in baseball this year.
Yep.
Hitting 300, he's been super hot. I mean, he carried our offense when Judge was gone. So, dude, I'm happy he's back. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. And as you mentioned with the back, late in the season, as the year goes on, like the grind when you get into August and September,
August, yeah.
potentially, yeah. But as long as he's ready for the postseason and he continues to put up production until then, if he's on the IL, it's not long. I don't want a whole month of an IL.
No,
He's
10. I
got
was
the
saying
potential
like
for
10,
it.
I was saying
Yeah,
like 10 days. I think honestly he's bound. Like it's gonna happen at
yeah,
DJ. If he continues to
yeah,
struggle, they'll give DJ 10 days or whatever he needs. So
yeah. Exactly. The Yankees, they like to kind of do that. But yeah, as you mentioned, OPS over 900, leads the team in hits and batting average, which has been great. And again, like the past couple seasons, there's been a lot of conversation over what the Yankees should do with first. You had the Matt Olson conversations, you had the Freddie Freeman conversations. Throughout that time, again, like you like to think of the idea of Freeman and Olson and what those guys could bring, but you got to give a lot of credit to Cashman because he stuck with Rizzo. He gave him the extension this year, and it's just been one of the more better signings that he has made in terms of just what he's provided, and this year especially.
imagine he would have
Offensively.
went to Houston. Yeah, I
No.
was thinking about that because
Yeah,
Jose
because they got
Abreu's
Jose
been
Ray. Oh my,
awful.
he's
He's
another
been
one. He's
awful
been
for them.
horrible.
Yeah, so if Rizzo went there, I mean, dude, the Astros would be like winning so many baseball games, even without Altuve. Now they got Jose back, so dude, I'm so happy that he's back.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we would be bad because we would have Jose.
Yeah.
We probably just give us Abreu and them take Rizzo. Without Judge in the lineup for those
No.
couple weeks, we would have lost. I mean, that would have been horrific. You would
It
have
would have
had,
been the New York A's. That's what people were
yeah,
telling me.
yeah, that would. The A's are pathetic. I mean, they
Yeah.
are. And I don't know. Just your thoughts on that. What are your thoughts on teams tanking? Because
Dude,
as a
it's
baseball fan,
bad.
look, it's nice. Like the Yankees needed that series against the A's. In between the big 4 games against Tampa and then 4 against Toronto was kind of a nice series to, get the bats going and get ready for a big 8-game stretch against the AL East. But it's just, I don't know, the whole tanking thing. And then they
Dude.
want to get out of Oakland, obviously. It's just, I'm not a big fan of it. Now it could turn into the Orioles where the Orioles were horrible. And now look at them. The Astros did it as well. But your thoughts on the purposely losing? I mean, the A's are horrible.
I know, dude. I was thinking about it as like, imagine like you're like a dad, right? And you make your son like an A's fan. Whose jersey are you buying?
Nope.
Whose jersey are you buying if you're an A's fan? They're gonna move anyways. Like all this is going on. I was talking to Reds fans about this, honestly. Like all these owners, they act like they're so poor and all this, dude. They're
Yeah.
rich. They can
Oh,
go
yeah.
out and at least spend, I don't know, $100 million. You know,
Yeah.
have their payroll at 100 million. I don't know. All these teams tanking, like that's why these fans aren't loyal. And I know the Yankees don't win; they haven't won in a while. But
Yeah.
just the
They're
fact
in it
that,
every year at
yeah,
least.
and I know fans get upset about
Yeah.
like, dude, I want to win a World Series. We all
Mhm.
want to win a World Series, but
Yeah.
I truly think that the Yankees have a chance to get any free agent. Honestly, like I
Yeah.
think they have. It's been around Yankees Twitter. I don't know if you've seen any of this, but Shohei Ohtani possibly.
Yeah.
They trade for him. Dude, that'd be insane. But we'll see. I don't know. But the tanking thing it's bad. Like when you face the A's, it's like if you don't sweep, it's a failure,
Oh
and
yeah,
that's
without a
bad.
doubt. I mean,
Yeah,
they're 10-41. I remember from when we played them. I think their probably only solid player is what Brent Rooker, and then they got
Ruiz in center field. He's like a quick
yeah
guy, but he's like okay.
yeah, and then they got Sears and Waldachuk, who were both former obviously Yankee guys. Well, Sears got. I don't think Waldachuk ever came up.
Waldichuk
Um,
came up for a little bit. They sent him
a
back
little
down
bit.
though.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then Sears had a couple starts. I remember.
yeah.
Um,
We
But
hit
he's
him
like
though.
like
So
Sears is like their ace. That's bad.
yeah,
Like JP
that's bad.
Sears is your ace. You got problems. Nothing against JP Sears, but he's not an ace in the MLB. We're talking
Nah.
about a young guy just trying to develop and get innings in the major leagues.
Yep.
But yeah, I totally agree. And again, like the Yankees are in it every year. Again, we all want as you mentioned, championships, and the expectations much higher in New York. Especially for a team that's won it 27 times.
Yep.
But hopefully this is the year. Obviously that
No, it's gonna
they
be the
get
year. This
20.
is the year. Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah. But yeah, you mentioned about the Angels and potentially Ohtani. Do you think there's any chance, or do you think that's mostly
Listen, I don't
fantasy?
know what you would have to give up. Like
Yeah, a
I'm
lot.
trying to think. Like I'll be honest with you, I am more excited for the Martian than I am for Volpe. Like of course, Anthony Volpe, shortstop, New Jersey, all that
Yeah.
stuff. But dude, the Martian, Dominican, like dude, there's been hype around this kid for so long,
Yeah.
and I go out to see him play. The hype is insane. I want to just see him in pinstripes in left
Yeah.
field. Dude, I don't know, dude. I think he's gonna be special for the Yankees. I'm so excited, but yeah, you would have to give up so much for Ohtani. It would have to
Yeah.
start off with like the Martian, Jones, Peraza. I mean,
Probably
Wells. Yeah,
you might
like
have to throw
empty your
Oswaldo in there
farm,
too.
dude. You would
Yeah.
have to empty your farm for him.
You're gonna have
But
to give a ton. I
and you
mean,
would have to know that he would have to resign. Because could you
yeah.
imagine the Yankees trade away Dominguez and he doesn't resign? Yankee
Yeah.
fans would never forgive Brian Cashman. They already hate him enough.
Yeah, I
So
mean, it's potentially that they could just go after him I mean, they're going to be in the conversation in the offseason, obviously, for him. I mean, so are the Mets. So
I don't
it's
know, dude. I think the Mets. I have this bad feeling.
yeah,
If they don't make it to the playoffs, I think Steve Cohen will go crazy. Like everybody says,
yeah.
like he's this crazy owner. I think he'll go out and he'll go get Otani, which scares me honestly.
Yeah, but that's I guess the thought process from the Angels front office is mine as well. Because look, Otani's there's been many rumors floating around about this that if they don't get to the playoffs, he's gone. No matter what they offer him, he's
Oh
gone.
yeah,
So might as well try and get something almost like the Nationals did with Soto. Like he was declining, he declined the contract. They knew that they were out of it. Like get something for him. You would
yep,
assume from the Angels front office perspective, you got to at least you can't just let this guy walk and get nothing for him for what he can do. So
that would hurt,
it'll be
dude.
interesting.
Try to get as much as you can. Like I know Bobby Miller pitched well for the Dodgers. Maybe he goes, to the other side of
Mhm.
LA. That'll be interesting. But yeah, I think there's gonna be quite a few teams that'll be bidding for Otani.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be interesting. Just some other things here too that I want to get into. We talked a little about Volpe. What are your thoughts so far on him? And again, if you guys got any more comments, drop them in the comments section down below. Um, my mindset with Volpe is you just got to go with the good days and you just got to be happy with the good days and just I guess endure the bad days because it's all about it's what it is with being a rookie in the MLB in any sport. You're gonna have
Yeah.
good days, you're gonna have bad days. It's all part of the process development. He's had a lot of clutch moments. Had the walk off the
Yeah,
other night.
that's the one thing that keeps
Yeah,
me like kind of sane. And
yeah,
a lot of people think like I'm always positive. I mean, when the Yankees are struggling, it's not. I mean, we're not happy. I hate to lose.
yeah,
We all hate to lose, but
yep,
I know with these rookies, it's tough. You're trying to get your feet wet, and I do think Volpe. Well, I was looking at the numbers. It's not as bad as I thought it was. I feel like he does strike out a ton on that high heat, but like nobody
yeah,
really hits it in baseball. And like sometimes like against Bautista, I think he faced him the first or Oakland. I mean Baltimore, the Orioles, their first homestand, and he faced Bautista, and he was like way overmatched. And Bautista,
mhm,
again, he's a top closer in baseball. So I don't know. It's
yeah,
like you said, he's had clutch moments. Just got to continue to develop. I think the average will get better and all that. I mean, the defense, he made a phenomenal stop yesterday. Defense is better than I thought. So,
yeah,
I mean, he just has to continue at it, keep giving the kid reps, and we'll see, man. But I think he's gonna be fine.
yeah. Totally. I mean, he's been an upgrade over ICAF for sure. I'll tell you that for sure. That's
Definitely, yeah,
that's
yeah.
definitely. But Yeah, like again, he's had and then again, as you mentioned, like he's had a lot of big spots so far. Um, Being the shortstop for the Yankees is a lot of pressure, and I think he's
Yeah.
handled it pretty well. Again, that high fastball, he swings at a lot. He swings at a lot of pitches. There's a lot of
Yeah.
at bats there where he'll go down in 4 pitches and he'll swing at 2 balls, and then
It's like, yeah. He
you
does
know it
walk a
looks
ton though. He
yeah, he
does
does.
walk a ton, which is great.
Um, yeah, it's all a part of he's learning. He's learning. And
Yeah.
you hope as his career goes on that the on base kind of continues to go up, because I think right now it's like 290-ish. And
Mhm.
again, numbers don't mean a ton, but as the on base, as he continues to get more hits and sees more pitches, there are some of those at bats that you start to see sprinkled in where he's starting to lay off of some of those pitches that he usually swings at.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I've
but
been realizing that too a little bit,
yeah.
definitely.
So his at bats have starting to get a little bit better. It's not major progress, but it's progress that by August, September, and even next year
Oh,
you'll
he's gonna
really
be
start to
raking.
see. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be like, wow, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, this guy would swing and miss at this pitch. Now he's taking it, and 2-1 count. He's in a hitter friendly count, and now he's getting many more hits and working the counts a lot more. So,
Yep.
it's exciting. Like I just kind of go with it. And I like the Volpe story a lot. Del Barton, Jersey,
Definitely.
young, like growing up, dream was to be Yankee
Yankee
shortstop, all that
shortstop.
stuff. So, and again, like I guess you probably agree with this too. I like when the Yankees. It hasn't happened a ton recently, but keeping your prospects home, keeping them here, not giving them away, developing them, I think is something that just gets you excited as a fan.
It's
To see all the
different.
guys in the
You're
farm system.
homegrown. You're a
Yep.
homegrown guy. Like I think that's another reason why I really want Dominguez
Yep.
to start as a Yankee. Like, I don't know, Otani would be great. I know, generational talent. And if we were to get Otani, of course, I'd be extremely excited.
Yeah.
Like, but the fact that Dominguez is here, the hype and all that we've known about him for so long, I think that's why I want him. Just don't trade him away. Like, pretty much, whatever the Yankees do, just you can trade anybody away besides Dominguez. I want him to stay.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I'm looking forward to going to see some Patriots games this year and getting a look at him. I know you were at one of those games
Yeah.
this year, seeing him down at AA, but he is, and just getting the sneak peek of him at spring training was
Dude,
awesome.
that was
I mean,
awesome too.
and again, like, him and Volpe were both raking, but that's just, again, so MLB, I don't know exactly who he was. I don't know who exactly all the home runs and stuff were hit off of, but he was raking,
Oh, dude, he
in
was
spring
raking. He
training.
was hitting. I mean, he was hitting decent pitching.
I
He was
think
hitting what? Like,
I think that one guy from Philly, was it Brogdon, Connor
yeah,
Brogdon? I
yeah.
think him and Volpe both had homers against him in one of those games. I think it was.
Listen, when he comes up,
But
it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be electric. I'm
yeah,
excited.
for sure. I guess just to kind of preview tonight's game, Yankees right now 9 games above 500. They're still 7-3 in their last 10. As you mentioned, over the course of 162, you're gonna have games like you did last night.
Definitely.
I hope that Clark can try and give us some length, and that's why I also don't disagree with Boone for keeping Nestor out there, because the bullpen has been used a ton, especially Tuesday night where Cole didn't obviously have his best stuff. But to get into tonight's game, what do you want to see from Schmidt? Just, if he can find a way to give us, I don't even know. I don't even like to set expectations for Schmidt. I just watch
I
and
feel
just
you.
hope.
Just pray. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, that's why yesterday was such a tough loss, honestly.
Yeah.
And I like Clark. I just think he's just better out of the pen. Dude,
Yeah.
honestly, I would take 5 innings, 2 runs. I think that's fair. 5 innings, 2 runs out of him. I know they're gonna stack the lefties. They're gonna have Santander in there. They're gonna have Mullins. They're gonna have Gunnar Henderson. Like, they're just gonna stack the
Yeah.
lefties as much as they can. I don't know, dude. Just don't let the lefties kill you. I mean, he pitches pretty good against righties, but don't let the lefties kill you. I'll take 5 innings, 2 runs out of Schmidt. I think that'll be a good start.
Yeah, definitely. If we could find a way to, like we did last night to Wells, just get on Gibson early, who's solid. Has spent,
Yeah,
most of his career he spent his career with a couple different teams, most recently
yeah,
with Philly. Now he's with Baltimore.
yeah.
He's coming off a good start. I believe he threw solid 6 innings or something like that. 1 run against Toronto, I think it was last time out. So you'll get Gibson today, mid 4 ERA guy.
Got to
But
hop on
yeah,
him early. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Just like they did last night, and hopefully hold on to the
hold on
lead.
to the
But
lead.
quickly, and I just want to get to Cole here in a second, but quickly, just also wrapping up the weekend with San Diego, who's a team that has really just not lived up to expectations. I mean, all
Not
their
at all.
firepower in that lineup. You'll get Musgrove, Waka, and Darvish, so you get three solid pitchers.
Ooh.
Waka's been good recently, and then I don't think the Yankees have announced yet who's pitching, or will it be Herman? Because he'll become, or no, it will be no, because he's the 10-day.
Herman's going Monday. Herman's going
Yeah,
Monday. It's gonna be a. That's why
well,
it was so big
yeah,
yesterday,
last night, yeah,
because Herman is going Monday. It's gonna be a
yeah,
bullpen game on Saturday. That's why it's tough. Like, I mean, today's not must win, but like, it's must win. It's
yeah.
still must win. I don't know.
What are your thoughts on the whole sticky stuff? That I
I don't
don't know.
know.
I
Find a
feel like they gotta
universal
find,
tag,
yeah,
bro. Find a universal tag. I mean, like everybody's cheating in the MLB. Honestly, like we know it a little bit, but I mean, dude, like Herman's got to be smarter than that too.
yeah,
Like, I mean, you can't be caught like that. I mean, I think it was dip, like Trevino said, like wiped it against his pants, but
yeah,
there is sticky stuff, like too much rosin. Like, dude, they told you once, don't like do it again, especially
yeah,
like Severino's coming back. I don't know why he would do that, but I don't know, man. Just find a universal tag for these guys. The balls are kind of slick, to be honest. Like,
yeah.
but
You've
I don't know.
even seen too some of, Michael K's mentioned a little bit, and then you even see look at some like the metrics. Like there's been so many less pitches up and in because pitchers have said they just don't trust throwing a ball up and in on guys because sometimes they just like they truly don't know where it's gonna go.
Yeah,
Because the ball is just like, and it feels like every year too they're switching balls because one year they're too juiced,
the juice.
next year
Yeah,
they're
literally, it's crazy,
so.
bro.
Yeah, they'll get San Diego for 3, then Seattle for 3, and in that Dodger series. I know you're heading out to LA, right?
I'm trying. I don't know
Yeah,
yet. I might. Yeah, still trying to figure that out.
yeah, that's gonna be a fun series. Looking forward to that. I believe that will be Sunday Night Baseball. One of those games, the Sunday night game will
Yeah,
be, and then you'll
yeah. We
get
don't play well. We don't play well on Sunday Night Baseball,
no.
but
And
it's
then
that.
to be honest, I'd rather the early game and then be able to just sit back and relax and watch Sunday Night
Yeah,
Baseball. But
honestly, yeah.
yeah, just quickly here, your thoughts on Cole this year, who's been very good. Last time out or yesterday or Tuesday struggled a little bit, but Cole up to this point's had a very good year.
Yeah, dude. I mean, definitely. I know a lot of Yankee fans are worried about him because he didn't pitch well against Baltimore, but like with Cole, I think he's gonna be fine. Honestly, like, dude, he takes the ball every 5 days. That's
Yep.
like the biggest thing, and he's been solid. Like again, I know he got hit against Baltimore. I think he's gonna be fine. He'll continue to figure it out, make adjustments. You know, as time goes on. He didn't get up a homer up until like the Rays series, which was extremely impressive. And he gives up one on like Jose Siri. Like that's
Yeah.
baseball. You know what they say. That's baseball, Susan. So
Yep.
I mean, Cole's gonna continue taking the ball every 5 days. He's gonna go to the All-Star game again. He's gonna be in the running for Cy Young. Just gotta continue what he's doing, and be the horse for us. Keep taking the ball every 5 days.
Yeah, totally. Do you are you still confident that Rodon's going to be back here
Yeah,
soon along with Stanton, who's a big bat to this lineup? I'm pumped up to get Stanton back.
yeah. With Rodon, I think it's gonna be long in the stand. I think Stan's gonna be
Yeah.
back for the LA series. Hopefully,
Yeah.
Rodon, he's throwing off a mound soon. I don't know what the updates are. I mean, it changes like every day, I feel like, but
Yeah.
hoping that he's back. I don't know. Looking at the calendar right now, maybe like July for like the
Yeah.
St. Louis series in like 4 weeks. I don't know if that's a lot to ask. You get
Yeah.
five or four starts or whatever, and then you go. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he said, which was positive because when it came out that he was going to be out for longer, it was like they had a chronic back issue, and many thought would he even pitch this year, and he kind of seemed even a little skeptical about that. But and then the other day when he threw his pen, he says he feels no back pain, so he's just another guy too. Like I got the Stash Bros shirt with Nestor and Rodon,
That's fire.
so I've been rocking that, but I want to rock it when both those guys are in the rotation,
Yes.
soon.
We need
So
that. We need that.
but yeah, and then I guess just quickly here on Clay Holmes, he's kind of been. What are your thoughts on Clay Holmes? I
Dude,
don't know. It worries me. It's just
like I'll be honest,
I don't trust him. I'll be
dude.
honest with you.
I,
Yeah,
I was sitting. I had really good seats for that Reds game that he blew up last year.
yeah,
His just I don't know what I don't know if he gets the yips. I don't know what it is because he like tense up because it's hard. Like I try to like rewatch his innings. Honestly, his innings and Wandy because Wandy's very like relaxed. He's quick on the mound. Like Clay Holmes looks like he's like nervous out there. I don't know what it is, but I don't know his control. Sometimes like you kind of know off the jump that he doesn't have it. He's like bouncing, like he's on the mound. I don't know if they show it like I don't think they show it on Yes. They just show like just him pitching, but not like where the ball's going to the catcher like while he's warming up. Like sometimes he's just bouncing baseballs, and then he's like they give him 6 pitches. He'll throw like 2 in the dirt, throw a slider in the dirt, and like I don't know, try to fix things up, and then he'll just be like, "Yeah, I'm good."
Yeah.
And he starts off with like a leadoff walk. It's like, dude, like what are you doing? But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't feel good about him closing games. So like if it's a 1-run game, you hold your breath every time he comes in. Honestly.
Yeah. Do you think there's any chance they pursue, potential closer, Doval from San Francisco's out there? Like
Yeah.
imagine a package of Peterson and Doval or
Pearson,
something. It
Duvall.
would be
That'll be
I
sick.
again, I know there's kind of the notion that goes around baseball that the closer role is lost. Because you see a lot of the teams that have won World Series recently, they didn't really have those like lockdown closers, but you got to get something, especially with Eliza, who's been hurt the past couple of years, a guy that's been able to fit into the closer role. But I would like to get a closer at the deadline, left
I
fielder and
mean,
closer.
yeah. I mean, maybe that guy from Kansas City, the Aroldis Chapman. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah,
No, I can't
man.
stay away from Chapman. But nah, Duvall would be sick.
Yeah, I would
Tweeted out
definitely.
Randy Vasquez to make
Yeah, that's
on
what.
Friday.
So I guess it would be Vasquez, then Sevy, then Cole, who's slated to go Sunday.
Damn, Vasquez on Friday. I was excited for Sevy on Friday night. Randy Vasquez actually follows me on Instagram, so
Really?
I'm about to shoot him. I'm about to shoot him a DM and be like, good luck. But that's cool.
I just pulled
If,
him
if
up.
he actually is pitching.
Yeah, I just pulled up his numbers. I haven't seen that anywhere, but I haven't really looked. But I just pulled up his numbers this year. He's got a 4.85 ERA, 9 starts, 50 Ks, 1.57 WHIP so far in AAA.
Yeah,
So I could
Randy
see him just a
Vasquez
spot start.
pitching tomorrow. Yep, Brian Hook just announced it 13 minutes ago. That's exciting.
Nice. Yeah.
That's exciting.
So you have Schmidt, Vasquez, Sevy, then Cole, and then for the Seattle will be Herman Monday, Nasty, and then Schmidt again.
I actually understand that they like to give Sevy an extra day.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully they told Sevy like ahead of time because their relationship is kind of like, dude.
And he's
And
a
I
free
love
agent
Sevy.
too.
Sevy was like my ace. He was the
Mhm.
reason why I love pitching. So I want him to come back, but I know that a team's gonna be like, dude, this guy has electric stuff. We're gonna pay him $30 million, and the Yankees aren't gonna do that. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens with that.
When he's healthy, he was starting playoff games for us. This is a guy and he played well. He pitched well against Cincy. I'm not surprised with the Yankees giving extra rest. We all know how the Yankees are with their
Yeah,
rest.
with the rest.
They gave Judge the rest day on Sunday before a scheduled off day. I'm not surprised, especially as they start to stretch him out more. They only held him to 75 against Cincy, so you'll start to see him, get stretched out more.
That's the biggest thing. Like I was thinking about that. If he were to pitch, like, listen, we know Schmidt's not going more than 5. I pray to God he goes like 6. That'd be beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm saying he goes 5 today. Sevy's gonna be on a pitch count Saturday either way. And thank God you got Cole on Sunday. Hopefully he can give you length there. And there's no off day Monday. They go right away. They play a 3-game set. So that's why yesterday was so important. I hate to keep dwelling on yesterday's loss, but that's why yesterday's so important. Today's like, dude, whatever happens, surprise me, try to win the game. That's what I was hoping for. But now it's the rubber game of the series, and you got to win.
Yeah, and it was tough too because the Rays won yesterday. So the only thing you could do would stay in line with the Rays or lose a game, and the Yankees lost that game. So they would have been Baltimore would have been 4 back. Yankees would have been 5. They would have gained a game on Baltimore, obviously, and then tonight would have been a big game. But I would rather Schmidt go for the sweep than Schmidt go for the series win. So
definitely, bro.
Feels like Schmidt a lot this year is maybe not a lot, but he had the Toronto series. I remember. I think it was the Toronto series a couple weeks ago where they lost 2 or 3. He went in the rubber game.
He pitched on the Sunday. Yeah, he pitched on the Sunday. I remember.
So it feels like Schmidt's, unfortunately, our worst pitcher has just been in the biggest spots, which is
unfortunately,
which is tough. Yeah.
Hopefully, bounces back today. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, he was solid his last time out. If he can, I know that.
It's Cincy.
Yeah, it is Cincy, but so we'll see. Anyway, kind of close things out here. If you guys got any more questions, we'll answer a couple of those. But while we wait for that, or kind of close out here, but where can everybody find you? I know you got, podcasts now at Twitter and all your social media and all that good stuff.
Yeah, my Twitter is I think it's Mario A Gomez _1, and then my podcast is The Bronx or Nothing. You guys can find me there. We'll have episode dropping tomorrow because we're gonna record after the game tonight. So looking forward to recording. Hopefully, talking about a series win. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, definitely go check them out. New channel you got, obviously, after each series. It's pretty cool. I know your guys are really loyal. You filmed the video last week, was it, from the Airbnb? And
Yeah,
yeah, so
Airbnb. Yeah, bro. That was interesting, but dude, as long as we keep winning series, dude, I love talking Yanks. Either way, I love
yep,
talking Yanks, but it's better when we were winning.
yep, for sure. Definitely a lot more exciting things to talk about than losses. And again, even though last night's loss stings, still five of our last six. I guess if you even want to go longer, it's like 7 of our last 9 dating back to that Toronto series. So playing a lot better baseball. They're only getting healthier. Stanton, hopefully a little bit behind him. You'll have Rodon. You already got Bader back, Judge, all those
JD,
guys. So yeah,
JD coming
Donaldson.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he'll be. They said every day, right? He'll be,
Yeah, every day.
out there.
I doubt it honestly. They'll probably give him like what if you have 6 games a week, they'll probably give him like 4 starts, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. JD, look, he obviously his bat wasn't great last year, but he does
Defense.
provide a lot defensively.
Yeah.
So, and
I'm hoping he
he's gonna
bounces
bring
back
something.
offensively.
Yeah,
Maybe some pop. Wouldn't mind that.
give us some rain. I would definitely take that.
Yep, definitely, bro.
Yep. All right. Thanks. Thanks a lot for coming on. As always, thank you all for watching and enjoy the game tonight. Hopefully, the Yankees get the series win. And a lot of exciting things coming up. A lot more content coming your way. So, as always, hope you enjoyed it and thanks for watching.